Oh man, that is nasty. Do your shots look like that? Let's fix them. Let's go through some simple tips, make it real quick and easy, and fix your coffee so it tastes better and looks much better than that. All right, so we're gonna take away all of the hard things that we've complicated coffee with today, and we wanna keep it really simple. Whether you've just unboxed a new machine or you've been making coffee at home for a while and you just don't think you're nailing it because you're watching other people's videos, you've seen some of our stuff, and it's confusing, and you just can't quite nail it. So that shot was the first shot I pulled on here. I've got the Breville dual boiler and the Breville grinder here, and good little setup, but out of the box, it just didn't do what I wanted to do. So the first thing I need to do is make sure my coffee is fresh. That shot could have run really fast just because the coffee was too old, wasn't very absorbent, and ran straight through. So grab yourself some Artisti coffee online, get that shipped to your door and start using that. Or at least get some coffee that has a roast date on it. Try to use it from 7 to 28 days from roast date. Don't look for expiration dates, look for freshly roasted coffee. All right, so then the next thing was, that just ran really fast. I can tell that it's watery. You're looking at it, the extraction should take anywhere on a home machine, 25 to 30 seconds is a kind of a ballpark number. Now that number will change based on a few different parameters, but let's keep it simple. So we're gonna aim for 25 to 30 second extractions. We're also gonna just look for the right amount of liquid in the cup. We're gonna get the coffee to come out after about 5 to 8 seconds. So the main thing that you're focusing on is your grind setting. Every grinder will give you different amounts of coffee. So this is going to grind for 14 seconds. I didn't care about that yet. Right now I just want to focus on my grind size, and that's what I'll start to adjust. So that one, I was on grind setting Espresso, but it says grind setting 20. Oh, wrong one. Let's go this one. I'm going to go grind size 10 and see where I land. Now, I make coffee all the time. I still don't know what grind size 10 means. So we're about to find out. Now, one hot tip that baristas know, but you might not know, is a lot of that coffee, most of that is the last grind setting. So if you make a change, we've got to get rid of it. We don't want that one. So just clear out a little bit, grind retention, it's important. Get back to 0. All right, so the tip here, like I said, we're not fully relying on the grind time. What we want to do is actually make sure our basket is very full. And you might get a tool like this. This is the razor, and it helps dig down. I actually think that if you just get that settled and you just take a little bit off the top, you're going for a flat top. If you can get a flat top, that at least gives you some consistency from grind to grind, because as you change your grind, the particle size changes, more or less fits in the basket, so therefore we're getting a different amount of dose, and that's another variable. But we're just kicking it old school here. We're just gonna swipe off the top, keep that consistent, grab our tamp on the end of the bench, not on the spouts, a little bit of pressure. The trick is to just lean into it, a little bit of body weight. We don't want to hurt our wrists, elbow up in the air, lean into it, little twist just to polish it off, and then be very careful not to knock this now. We don't want to disturb the puck, create channeling. So now we've got, that level there is kind of what we're safely under that shower screen level. And that's a good eyeball starting point. So let's just go for another one. Now I'm going to hit this button, but I don't know that it's going to give me the right amount of liquid, so I'll probably manually stop it. All right, let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So we're still running pretty quick, and we've got enough coffee in there. 18 seconds. Okay, so the coffee didn't come out till about 10 seconds because this machine actually has pre-infusion, which will slow down the start of the extraction. So again, another variable, just be mindful of it. But so for this machine, I should see it drop about that 8 to 10 seconds. But we've got 18 seconds on that shot time. I turned it off manually at about the point that you will see what will be about 40 grams of coffee. But we're gonna just cut that off once we see that really start to blonde. It's a bit hard when it's running that fast. We can't really tell exactly when. So all I'm gonna do is repeat the steps, but I'm gonna change my grind setting. So we'll get rid of that one. We'll clean out our head. And we were on 10. Let's go down to 5. Again, I'm going to clear out some of that grind retention. I'm going to do a whole head's worth of coffee there. Notice we're a little bit low. So next time, so I'll just increase my grind time to make sure that it definitely fills my basket right up. All right, so this is going to be my grind. All right, so again, we're right over the top. Make sure the coffee's all in there. I'll just get a flat surface and I can just skim that straight off the top and get all that even. Super old school, but if we're just going to keep it simple for you, this is the way. So we'll go over the top, again, a little bit of pressure, not too much. And we'll lock that in. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay, I'm starting to see some nice darker, richer colors there. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Start to see that wavering wateriness to it. I'm going to cut that off, called 24 seconds. Now, right now, I'm seeing a lot more crema, nice and oily, a lot richer, and all I've done is just keep going down on the grind, making sure that I've got a full amount in. Now at this point, I do have some grind settings to go. I've got 5, I can go down even more. I can tell that that's getting really tight. And the other parameter I have is dose. Let's make sure that we be mindful of our dose. That's the amount of coffee. And now you're at the finer end. We're just doing a bit of a balancing act. So let's watch this. Look at me, making a mess. All right, so I'm not going to change my grind size because I can tell this is getting quite fine. It's taking a long time. What I am going to do now, just to get a little bit more richness in that, because remember, if we've got more coffee, there's more to extract from. Now, I'm just going to make sure this is well and truly full. We got plenty of coffee in there. Fill that up. Now, go back and watch our other videos on how to create a recipe. This is old school, but there's plenty of new things that we're learning in coffee, all about weighing yields, weighing dose, and that's the next step for you. But today, I just want to get you up and running. So I've increased my dose, just eyeballing it, I can tell. I didn't change my grind setting. I locked that one in, and I reckon this is going to get me back to where I'm going to produce a much nicer, slower, darker, richer extraction. So we're at the point where we normally would. Beautiful, look at that. We don't want it to be dripping. If you see it dripping, you've gone too far. You've either put a bit too much coffee in, or your grind setting is too fine. Now again, I'm having to eyeball this, but see how it's starting to really blonde and wobble? Look at that. The machine actually finally decided that it knew how much liquid I wanted based on the pressure, based on the time. I've just hit 30 seconds. All I did was just increase my dose, so I didn't have to keep going fine, because the grinder won't love going all the way to nothing. And if your basket's too low and you're going really fine, you'll actually create other challenges. But that is great. And all I did from the start, that horrible, disgusting shot, was just low coffee, coarse grind. And now we've got a nice, rich espresso straight out of there. Oh, that is our champion blend. And that is delicious. The sweetness is coming out. There's some good acidity. It's got the nice smoothness to it that I'd expect. So I'm really happy with that. And that was 3 quick changes. So improve your espresso at home that quickly and that easy on any coffee setup. And if you need to find out more about the recipes and go the next step from here, check out our other videos. We'll put a bunch of links in the description below. I hope this has been helpful for you. Let us know in the comments if you've been able to use some of these tips just to improve your coffee at home. Check out the videos, subscribe to the channel, follow us for your coffee journey, and like this video and hit the bell icon. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers. Bye.